Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to the Gav Goes In podcast. Guys, Man United, Tottenham, Europa League final. Big up I Am Titanium. Big up Reluctant Killer. Big up to Daniela. So, guys, thoughts on the team? I have to be honest, if we look at Tottenham's lineup, I think I more or less got almost, all but one right. Again, I'm a bit surprised that, Son's on the bench. But to be fair, I think Richarlison starting, I think Richarlison's going to offer, I think he might offer a bit more of a goal threat, if I'm honest, and a bit more industry as well from how he plays. Big up to Shem. So, yeah, I think their team of Vicario, Pedro Porro at right back, Udogie at left back, what's his name? Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven, two centre backs, and I think Romero's the captain as well. And then you've got the midfield, as I said, of Bentancur, Bissouma, and Papa Sarr. And then the front three of Brennan Johnson on the right-hand side, Richarlison on the left, and then Dominic Solanke through the middle. And to be fair, I think that's quite a solid team for Tottenham. Obviously they're missing, the likes of James Maddison and what's his name? Kulusevski, which will be a big miss for them. But if I'm honest, I think that's quite a solid team and the team that I expected. I think Son not starting is a surprise, but Son hasn't been great this season, So I think it's a decent team from Tottenham. United's team, again, there's a few surprises, but what I would say is I would say it's quite a positive lineup from Amorim, and I'm actually quite surprised, if I'm honest, because Lenny Yoro obviously back in the team. I did predict Luke Shaw and Maguire would play, so Lenny Yoro's back in basically for Lindelof, and then you've got Dorgu on the left wing back, Mazraoui right wing back, and then you've got the midfield two. I was surprised because I thought Casemiro would definitely play, but I thought Ugarte would have partnered him, especially with that three in midfield. And as I said, I'm a bit surprised that Ugarte is not starting, but he's gone with Bruno and Casemiro in there. And then Ahmad Garnacho's been dropped, Mason Mount starting, and then Rasmus Højlund, So, again, I think a lot of the players that he's playing, I kind of predicted. I think the one that has surprised me is Manuel Ugarte. And I just worry with that free midfield of Sarr, Bissouma, and Bentancur. I think, could they overrun United in midfield? And that's going to be telling in the first 15 to 20 minutes, But guys, big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. As I said, make sure you smash that like button as well. We've got 5 of you in there at the moment. Reluctant Killer. Yeah, I agree, bro. Whoever wants it the most wins it. I think if we're looking at it seriously, I think Tottenham will want it the most, because obviously United have players that have been there, done it, and obviously Tottenham can end, a trophy wait for 17 years. So I'd say in terms of who wants it the most, I would say Tottenham just slightly, but United need it for their own reasons, So we'll have to wait and see. Killer says Tottenham could win it too. Hard to call this game. We say United because there's history. Let's see if Amorim can do it. If not, he could be sacked tonight. Yeah, bro, listen, man. As I said, for me, you guys have heard me say it plenty of times. He has to go regardless of what happens tonight for me, But I think first things first, we have to just hope United get over the line, get the trophy, and then we can worry about what happens after this, But yeah, I think if United want to keep him with standards, this manager can't last. Even though I do think his lineup tonight is positive, and I didn't see that coming personally. I think the positives as well. Joshua Zirkzee on the bench, which I expected. Dallow's on the bench. But good thing that Lenny Yoro's back in the lineup. And Lenny Yoro's going to make that back line, sturdy. And not to mention as well, the pace that the likes of Brennan Johnson, Solanke, and Richarlison will have in the game. I think Lenny Yoro is gonna play his part in nullifying that as well. So yeah, guys, 7 of you in there. Let's make sure we smash that like button, guys. But big up yourselves each and every time. So Sham says someone should floor VVD in the first minute. I think what Virgil van Dijk? Virgil van Dijk you're talking about? I think you mean Van der Ven, or is it Virgil van Dijk you're talking about? Sham, big up yourself, bro. I agree, man. Someone should floor Van Dijk. They should. Big up, man. Anyway, big up Barbara Joseph as well. Big up for coming on. Yeah, bro, don't worry, man. I knew you meant Van der Ven, but VVD is also Virgil van Dijk. So, but guys, I got my super malt on me right now, so I'm just getting ready. Obviously, kick off in 9 minutes. Guys, who are we going for? I'm gonna stick with what I said earlier today. I'm gonna say Tottenham 2-1. I'm going for a Tottenham 2-1. You know, I'm looking forward to this game though, because I think it's gonna be. I think in the first 15, 20 minutes, you know, I think we're gonna see what's really going on. But what I would say as well is that I think this United team is quite adaptable in terms of, if you look at the back line, for instance, you know, Mazraoui could actually go and play, you know, as a right-sided centre back, and Lenny Yoro move to the left, and then you could see Patrick Dorgu go as a right wing back and Luke Shaw as a left wing back. I think that's unlikely, but you know, these things could happen. You could see Mason Mount as well, you know, swap places with Bruno, you know, so it is quite adaptable, you know, but I think the way they'll line up, as I said, is Bruno and Casemiro in the midfield, Ahmad right 10, Mount left 10, and then Rasmus Højlund as a striker, you know, and then I say the back three of Lenny Yoro, right side centre back, left side centre back Luke Shaw, Maguire in the middle, and then the two wing backs of Patrick Dorgu and Lucien Mazraoui. So yeah, so Sham's saying Spurs 2-1. I'm Titanium saying VD. Oh yeah, he meant Van der Ven, but I thought he meant Van Dijk. Reluctant Killer saying 2-1 as well. Yeah, I said 2-1 Tottenham. You know, I think Tottenham will definitely score. And guys, I would say as well, whoever scores the first goal, you know, I think for me they'll be in the driving seat. You know, because I think if let's say if Tottenham was to get the first goal, I worry for United, because you know they're going to be trying to press the issue and trying to get a goal back, but that could leave gaps. And as I said, I think that midfield of Bruno and Casemiro, I think that is the best combination from what's available to Amorim. But I don't know, I just worry about them two in the midfield up against the three, you know. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see, man. We'll have to wait and see. But again, as I mentioned as well, I think Rasmus Højlund has a big role to play in this game. You know, I think if he doesn't manage to hold that ball up, you know, I fear for United, because the pressure is going to be mounting, and yeah, it's going to be a big problem for United. But fingers crossed, you know, the team have a good game, and see what happens, you know. But guys, big up yourself, as I said, for coming in. Guys, any goal scorers today? Who do you think is going to score? For Tottenham, I'm going to say Dominic Solanke. I think Solanke is going to score for them, in my opinion. I think this guy, Amad Diallo, is going to be key, to be fair. Oh, no, that's Aritz Adarif. Yeah, ex-striker for Athletic Bilbao. So Killer says maybe Son. Son's on the bench, Killer. He's on the bench. I'm surprised on the bench, to be fair. He's their captain, and Postecoglou's made a big call there. You know, whether Son comes off the bench and scores, who knows? Why is he benched? Do you know what? I think because of Richarlison's energy. You know, I think Son might be more suited to coming off the bench and having an impact. You know, but I think Richarlison's industry from that position, you know, is a goal threat as well. And I think he might be more useful earlier on in the game. And I think Son coming on, I think will be more beneficial for the team. So Sham reckons he's going to come on and score the winner. Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. So Killer says, mad that I rated him as the best winger a few years ago. Mad how he dipped. He's become with Tottenham. Yeah, but I think with Son, you know, Son relied a lot on his pace, you know, on his energy, his dynamism for me, you know, and obviously he was getting goals as well. You know, he wasn't scoring loads of goals, but he would always chip in with his fair share when he had his partnership with Harry Kane. And obviously he's the captain now. He's getting on a bit as well. So I think with Son, he's more of a. I think he can become more of an impact player at Tottenham, I would say, because unless he moves on and goes to a bit more of a slower league, you know, I can't see him reaching the heights that he once did with Tottenham. You know, because I think his legs are kind of giving way a bit more now. So I think he does need to move on, but whether that happens or not, who knows? Guys, for Tottenham, I think a key player for Tottenham today, for me, is going to be Basuma, because Basuma in the first phase and of play and his composure on the ball, you know, could set Tottenham, you know, into being positive in the attacking areas, you know. So I think he's going to be key for them. But as I said, it's going to be interesting, man, and can't wait for this game to start. Ooh, get ready now, guys. Getting ready. Doji, Van der Ven, Romero, Pedro Porro. Yeah, the exact same team that I said they'll play, apart from Son. I didn't see Son not playing. So Killer says I'm changing my name again. 14 days. Yeah, bro. How come you changed your name anyway? What was the reason for that? What was the reason you changed your name anyway? Big up, man. Anyway, big up to Lit Talk. Score prediction. I'm gonna say 2-1. 2-1 Tottenham, bro. 2-1. I don't know why. I can see Tottenham scoring, and as I said, I just worry for United in terms of, is Højlund going to be able to hold the ball up when you've got an aggressive Christian Romero, and then you've got the pace on the cover of Mickey van der Ven. And I just believe that if Man United don't hold the ball up, or Højlund doesn't hold the ball up, then that ball could be going back and forth, which is going to put a lot of pressure onto the team. So, yeah, for me, I'm a bit I'm worried. I'm worried for United in that sense. But yeah, I think I'm going to say 2-1 Tottenham. You know, what do you reckon? Guys, what do you reckon for the score? I know a few of you have said 2-1 Tottenham as well. Do you reckon it goes to extra time? Yeah, I agree, man. It's a tough match to predict. It is. Right, guys, we get going. We're going to get going. I don't know why, guys. I'll be honest with you. I'm not confident of a United win. I'm not, man. I'm not confident of a United win. But what I will tell you is they don't win this game. Yeah. We'll have to wait, man. Right, kick off, guys. We're going to start. Played. Started well so far. I don't mind that. Ahmad and Bruno. A good little play there. Finding offside already. Guys, who do you think Tottenham's key player is in tonight's game? Who's Tottenham's key player? The 204th game between them. It's the first time they've been in a final since the League Cup of Wembley in 2009, and overall it's the first major final meeting between them. I think the fact that Maddison and Kulusevski are both missing as well. I think you're looking at Pedro Porro really to be the most creative player, even from right back, you know, because his delivery, to be fair, is very good. So, oh, good play. Great touch from Bentancur. That'll be a good little battle. That'll be a good battle. Brennan Johnson against Luke Shaw. Corner already, guys. Wonder if Luke Shaw can last the full game. Pedro Porro in the corner. That's one of the most annoying things, you know. You get a corner and then ref just blows up for a free kick. That was lucky actually, because Luke Shaw actually slipped as well. So, free kick. Christian, I told you, Romero's gonna be aggressive on Højlund. You know, it could work in United's favor, or it could work against them. But Romero's gonna do that all day long. He'll do that all day long, and then which will allow Mickey van der Ven to just mop up if anything gets past. Corner kick. I think both defenses have started very nervously, it looks like. Both defenses have started nervously. Missed kick from Midoji. That was poor. Goes in towards Casemiro. Sure. Not much. It's depending on that side, but Richarlison today, despite the fact he was beaten in the end. Well, Boylan's got there for the goalkeeper and played it back to Fernandes. Early opportunity potentially here for United. And in actual fact, lucky. United is slightly on the front foot at the moment. I think Lenny Yoro coming back in as well, man, is a massive plus, you know. Massive plus, Lenny Yoro coming back in. Any significance in your opinion to the fact that 10-11 started tonight, the United played on Friday at Chelsea, and only that start at the top because it better get against Aston Villa. That's the thing. Tottenham's players will be fresh as well because, you know, as I said, only Papa Sarr that's starting this game played against Aston Villa. Good ball, Casemiro. Play that, man. Slightly surprised by it. Action is going to be as well, just based on how well they played in the quarters in the semis. Yeah. These commentators talking shit. They're talking shit. These commentators. You're surprised that Ugarte and Garnacho are not playing. Why are you surprised? I mean, I'm surprised Ugarte is not starting just based on the manager, not because he's been good. And Garnacho ain't going to start, to be fair, because, as I said, if Ugarte started, that means Bruno plays in the left 10. Ahmad was always going to start, you know, so. Charleston's got space there. Play, Casemiro. Started well. Short of Mason Mount to Indian players combining now for you. Being put to Barnes by Bissouma. Yeah, a bit of centre forward play. He's not happy, but it's naked off the pitch. Put the ball in well. Pitched in. The Europe this season, the last 3 wins are in the Europa League. The only games they've won in the last 12 competitions. Likewise, first 2 wins in their last 7 were against Postecoglou in the semi-finals. The first time the 2 sides had played against each other in Europe in this cup tie, 1964. And when you widen the head-to-head, United are winners in their last 6 against Tottenham. You know that. 2022. That was one point that Postecoglou wants to point out when we spoke to before kickoff. You could get forward. Guys, do you reckon that Lenny Yoro lost the full game? Do you reckon Lenny Yoro lost the full game? Because I ain't too sure, to be honest. Things as well. I don't know how. It'd be just to see how United counter attack that. Good ball in, great ball in, Porro. It's a great ball in. Things I don't know how United are going to counteract the midfield three of Basuma, Bentinco, and Papa Sarr, because unless Mason Mount drops in, and tries to make it 3v3 in there, that means he's going to have a lot of work to do in the attack as well. Three corners in the game already. 9 minutes gone. Well, 10 minutes. We'll see. Pedro Porro's delivery, man. His delivery is dangerous. His delivery is dangerous. Pressured him well though. I meant no more.
I'll tell you right now, both managers, either manager, the one thing I would be saying to the team, get crosses into the box. Because I don't give it the same question marks over goalkeepers, particularly like the cross box.
Oh, that's poor Maguire. Why did Maguire do that? That was poor from Maguire. That was poor. Oh my lord, what is going on? Is that Casa? No, it's Mazraoui. Fucking hell, Mazraoui. Right into his back. That's poor from Maguire and Luke Shaw. Huh. My God. None of them well there.
This is a fantastic position to follow with this delivery here. Johnson is the leading scorer of his first 17 goals.
Pedro Porro's delivery, guys, is dangerous. I think since when Trent's gone, I think you're looking at Pedro Porro and Reece James, as having two of the best deliveries in the league for me. Oh, what is going on there? Panic stations. What is going on? Panic stations. Chaos at the moment, man. Chaos. Chaos up in there. What is going on? Guys, I think the first goal is going to be massive. I'm telling you, it's going to be key. The first goal is massive. So I think whoever gets the first goal, confidence will be there. Okay, no, Pedro Porro's delivery, man, is a problem.
Manchester United have won 5 of the 8 European finals they've been involved in. The only time they played in Spain was the famous night in Barcelona in 1999. So Hotspur is here tonight. Spurs have won 3 of the 5 European finals they've played in. It's the 4th time they've reached the final of this competition. They played in 3 UEFA Cup finals prior to the change of name, and the last time they won it was back in 1984, a penalty shootout at the old White Hart Lane. It's been a while. All the Tottenham fans that we've spoken to around the town are hoping tonight's their night. There's Postecoglou known for like Petro and Poro. I'm sure they're waiting.
Oh, lucky, lucky. Why? Don't know why they keep doing that. Broke the press though. Done well there. Done well. Done well. Done very well.
He doesn't take any chances. They're really sure they intended against Real Sociedad earlier in the competition. Here he is in the same season in the final. Let's see what Bruno Fernandes can do from this latest Manchester United corner. His goalkeeper didn't get there. Looking to drop his shoulder.
Oh! I'm out. Unlucky. Oh! Unlucky. Unlucky. Good bit of skill there as well. Oh! Unlucky, Ahmad.
Just thinking bigger picture here, based on what the two teams have been through this season, does that make the first goal in this match even more important? If it only is the first goal in any final speak, but just thinking about the frailty and confidence potentially of the two sets of players and the pressure that they're under to win.
Played, Ahmad. That'd be a good battle out there, you know. Oh, that was a sumo. Udoji against Ahmad is going to be a very good battle.
It was really nice to see the two sets of supporters coming in together. There's always a bit of segregation. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. And United supporters were taking photos for Spurs back to vice versa. Everybody seemed fine. Very good to see.
The play. Good ball. Oh, they're causing problems, you know. Tottenham are causing massive problems with the balls into the box. They're going to get it right if United don't stop them crosses. Good defending from Luke Shaw, though. Here we go. Bruno Fernandes back to his usual antics of complaining. Just get on with the game, man. Fucking hell. Why does this guy always do that? Always complain like a little bitch, man. Just get on with the game. Tired of it.
It's Lenny Yoro, who becomes the second youngest player to start a European final for Manchester United. Only Brian King back in 1968 was younger. What the talk about is formation. If you know, E4, and all that kind of take it from me. When you pump in the ball, it's a black fight. So we didn't quite get there on Richarlison. Mr. Mounted, Patrick Coro, within the ball. One thing that does feel significant to me from a Tottenham perspective tonight.
Play that, man. Come on, Ahmed. Ahmed started lively, man, to be fair.
So, yeah. What's the word? It's an ability to open teams up as well. But both of them have sure away for United.
Oh, he done well there, to be fair, Luke Shaw, to get out of that. Done very well. He done well to get out of that one.
Postecoglou. The last touch there was on Benton touch. What was the big debate prior to kick-off? Was he going to play with three in midfield, Ange Postecoglou or two? And he's got an up-through himself with Suma as midfield.
It's quite an even game at the moment, to be honest with you. Not really any clear-cut chances. Hey, Casemiro. Unlucky, Dorgu. Unlucky.
Manchester United had 66% of the ball so far.
Done well then.
Fernandez. That's fine with Charleston. Luke Shaw quickly on the scene. On it goes by Casemiro to Mount.
Done well then, man. Done well. Done well. Another free kick.
So Luke Shaw, hold the highway. Yeah. This free kick for Manchester United, and it goes towards Maguire. That's the tried tested route for them. Looking to dance his way in.
Unlucky.
Richarlison. Puts it to Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Classic case they're not able to get out because they're on the third back there, Tom. They want the ball off and hit the forward area. Bruno Fernandes, 7 goals in his last 8 games in the competition. He's been as important as anybody in a red shirt en route to the final.
Oh, come on. Cass. I don't mind that. Break up the play. Casemiro. That's where Casemiro's experience comes into, because that was a breakaway, you know, not even a yellow card as well. So miscommunication. What's happening there?
So now gets a foot in, let me see if he's going through with the ball.
Guys, I'm going to come in and come out. I don't know what's something wrong with my thing. Give me 1 minute. Something in there. Something wrong with my... Let me refresh this page and see what's happening. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know why it's doing that, but who knows? Guys, can you hear me? I'm only getting your messages coming now, you know. Must be setting up with... Guys, I'm only getting your messages come through now. I'm just seeing them now. So apologies, man, if I'm only just getting back to them. Guys, can you hear me? Yeah. So in the UK, broadcasting a football match, including its audio, without proper authorization, can be illegal due to copyright infringement. Yeah. What, can you guys hear the audio? So this stream could possibly get copyrighted. Ready? Yeah, big up, bro. I thought you couldn't hear me. Guys, can you hear the volume in the background? What do you reckon for this game so far? I've only just seen your messages, guys. Big up yourselves, man. Something wrong with my my connection, but we have a cagey game at the moment. Played Ahmad. Ahmad's playing well, to be fair. It's causing Udoji some problems. Guys, 30 minutes gone. What do we reckon? Who's on top? Yeah, I agree. Pretty even as well. I think there's no clear cut chances. You know, I think Ahmad's the danger man. Clearly at the moment. There he is now. Oh, played Ahmad. Ahmad. Turned him inside out. Top player, man. Bro, Man United 100% winning this game, bro. I can smell it now. Yeah, listen, I wouldn't be so sure. You know, I think at the moment they're slightly on top, but there hasn't been any clear-cut chances, I would say. I think Ahmad at the moment, you know, Ahmad's what he just done to Udoji there, turning him inside out. You know, he's looking at the danger man right now. Romero's down in the moment. All right, he'll be all right. This half's gone quite quick, to be fair. Played now, Mazraoui. Man United playing percentage football at the moment. Number 16 is hungry. Yeah, that's Amad Diallo. Oh, unlucky. So I'm sitting with a Man United fan and an Arsenal fan who wants Spurs to lose. I want Spurs to win. I hate Man United. Yeah, listen, man. You can't blame me, man, because I'll be honest with you. Your friend is an Arsenal fan. He's going to be totally in the mud, man, if Spurs win this. You know, so I think for his sake, man, he best be hoping that Man United win. But as I said, I think at the moment it's been an even game. You know, I think no clear-cut chances, I would say. Oh, this Bruno Fernandes, man, he's winding me up. You know, just keep moaning. Get on with the game. He's got a dead leg. I think Basuma's got a dead leg. I mean, that's a hard ball for Dorgu. I mean, this is what I mean, guys. I don't like the way that United are using Dorgu. You know, they're using Dorgu as just a pure athlete. Like, you know, Dorgu's never going to get onto that ball that Harry Maguire played. You know, it's a long ball. You know, he's trying to stretch for the ball as well. You know what I mean? It's mad. So Killer says, I'd rather have Tottenham win because they never win a cup. United, this cup is like a bronze medal. They just want to save the season by qualifying Champions League. Yeah, you know what, bro? I kind of hear you because for me, it's unacceptable this season. And I think the fact that this Europa League, the Europa League, if United was to win it, is only going to, you know, paper over the cracks, but it's more financially for the club, you know what I mean? But as I said, man, Tottenham as well, man, you know, they're going to have their reasons for wanting to win it. for sure. Oh, here comes. I think Amazon get yellow card there. We'll get a yellow card. Yep. Yeah, man, yellow card. So Killer says Tottenham and Champions League will be horrible, bro. That's bad. Bad thing. United could bring more excitement, especially off transfer window. I don't really know about that one, to be honest with you, man. I think if Man United are in the Champions League, I mean, can we be confident that they're going to put up a decent display? I want to be confident United putting up a decent display in the Champions League. So telling you now, man, Pedro Porro's free kicks have been dangerous, so he's going to get one right eventually. Poor ball. I think Ahmad's down. He's back up now. Handball. Yeah. Guys, what are we making of this first half? What do you make of this first half? It's been pretty dull, I'd say. I think both teams don't want to give much away, if I'm honest. Nah, that's poor from Richarlison there. Oh, no. Euro was lucky there, man, because yeah, Sham, I agree, man. This first half's been pretty dead, I would say. Not really much to write home about. Who's that? Bruno. Bruno again complaining. Guys, you've heard it here first, yeah? The amount of times Bruno's complaining, yeah, he's going to lose his head in this game. I won't be surprised if he gets booked. Killer says, what you drinking? I'm drinking super malt, bro. Yeah, one of my favorite drinks, super malt. Non-alcoholic, by the way. Good. No more there. No more. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. So Sham says, why is Hoyland so deep? But this is the problem. When you're not getting into the game. Oh, don't tell me Ahmad's injured. The problem is when you're not getting into the game, like what Hoyland's not, you're gonna get attracted to the ball. And the problem is, if he does that, he's gonna make the it's gonna make it tight in that midfield. So the best thing he can do is just stay long and just get hold of the ball, because you know, if he tries to drop short and pack that midfield, you know, United are not going to have an outlet. So as bad as he is, he just needs to stay long and provide that outlet from high up the pitch. But the problem is when you've got Romero, as I say, Romero is very aggressive. So Hoyland knows as soon as he gets the ball that Romero is going to be onto him. And then when you've got Van der Ven's pace, you know, Romero can afford to do that because on the cover, you know, he's there. So yeah, DXR, bro. No worries, man. Don't be silly, man. When you're ready, big up yourself, man. Look at that. Resorting to this long ball tactic now. Bruno's resorting to this long ball tactic. Yeah, I agree. He is lazy, but he needs to stay high up the pitch because to be an outlet. Good ball. Go. 1-0. Brennan Johnson. Guys, what did I tell you? Those crosses were proving problems. 1-0. I told you guys, those crosses, yeah, were proving an issue all game. The crosses they were putting in were proving an issue for the whole game. 1-0 Tottenham. Brennan Johnson. And guys, listen. Let me see this. Guys, listen. Who gave the ball away, guys? Let me know who gave the ball away, because I can tell you now, I know who it was. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. He giving the ball away yet again. And like, I'm not blaming Onana for that. I don't want no one blaming Onana. There's not much he could do. Because he come off Luke Shaw's hand. And then, yeah, Luke Shaw own goal. You see what I mean? One 0 Guys, Bruno Fernandes, as I said, Hollywood balls, giving the ball away. And this is what happens. And yet you got these stupid commentators and these ridiculous pundits hyping him up before the game. You see what I mean? See what I mean? Is my coverage behind yours? 10 seconds behind. Okay. What I do at half time, then I'm gonna jump out and jump back in. So I'm not sure why that is. Listen. You said it, but still a long way to go anyway. But what I would say is that Tottenham are Tottenham are in the driving seat. And if they get through to half time and regroup, yeah, short own goal, man. It was come off his knee, I believe. But I did say those crosses that were being put in, they were causing problems. They were causing major problems, those crosses. Casemiro. See the pass. Sham celebrating. So now, guys, as well, what's going to happen is that Give me 1 minute. So now as well, you're gonna see the likes of Romero even more now, forcing the pressure onto Rasmus Højlund. Guys, I haven't seen nothing of note being created from Man United. It's just been long balls into the box or shots. Poor. Yeah, killer, man. I agree, man. I agree. As I said, I don't normally do watch-alongs, but I thought I'd do a watch-along because obviously this is a massive game, you know. But yeah, as I said, man, I do agree with what you're saying. But at the end of the day, man, as long as you guys are here supporting it, that's what matters, man. So guys, half time. Well. Tottenham 45 minutes away from a trophy in 17 years. Ruben Amorim 45 minutes away from the sack. And guys, if Amorim doesn't somehow mastermind a comeback here, we will be here because, as I said, I'm not done with this guy, man. So yeah, 1-0, guys. Brennan Johnson. Yeah, maybe I might do it on my mobile next time. Then I'll see, but I prefer going live on a mobile. But as I said, I thought I'd do a live watch along, you know, on a laptop. But big up yourself anyway. So DXR says, DXR says, bro, if you're a top manager, you can get a performance out of your team. But this is the thing, DXR. This manager isn't a top manager, you know. And as I said, he now has 45 minutes to try and navigate United getting back into this game, you know. And again, United are unbeaten so far this season, but the whole season as a whole has been an absolute shambles, and United haven't played well in the majority of the games. So what is he going to change now So Man United can come back into this game, because I think you'd fancy Tottenham now to just, just hang in there, really. I think Tottenham now are going to fancy their chances. As I said, that their defense there, is quite potent. Let's be honest. Well, not potent, but it's solid, to be fair. I would say. I know Ahmad done that to what he done to Udogie, but to be fair, Ahmad can do that to most defenders, to any defender. But that defense really is quite solid. So, I mean, Josh Berserk is on the bench. He would add that physical presence and some skill. But whether he's going to come on, I'm not too sure. If I look at what United have got on the bench, in terms of individuality, I think Kobe Manu, they might want to use Garnacho's pace, even though I don't think he'll do nothing. But yeah, Tottenham in the driving seat, guys. 45 minutes through, and as I said, I did say that them crosses were proving a problem, and that's where it come from. But big up, man. Yeah, madness. Big up to Passenger RP as well. So Passenger says, Shaw and Onana in 2025 is insane to me. Yeah, put Rasmus Højlund in there, put Alejandro Garnacho in there as well. Put Harry Maguire in there, put Bruno Fernandes in there. The whole thing's embarrassing. The whole thing is embarrassing. That wasn't Onana's fault though, because I mean, the ball that got put in was a very good ball, and unfortunately, it come off Luke Shaw's knee, which again wasn't intended. And there's not really much that Onana could have done this. So it's just a calamity of fuck ups, really. But as I said, man, I think that those crosses were always looking like a problem. So now I just want to know what Amorim's going to do now to change it. So DXR says Conte will fuck these players up. He's a scary manager. Yeah, listen, Conte is not a manager that I particularly like to watch in terms of his style of play, but in terms of getting into the players, you know what I mean, he would do that all day long, and again, he's to be manager of Tottenham, funny enough, as well. So DXR says, yeah, man, Gav, you had a good anticipation and reading depth of games. I've learned a lot from your analysis and refuse to accept opinions at face value, but through challenges it stimulates your brain. Yeah, bro, big up, man. You know what it is. Like, as I said to you guys probably before, I've watched so much football. As I said, I've played. I've coached, and a lot of the things that I say, I'm not someone that just comes out with stuff and doesn't have nothing to back it up. I always have reasons for why I say certain things. So mentioning why I thought Rasmus Højlund would be a problem in today's game is purely because when you've got a two centre backs like Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven, like just looking at the profiles of both the defenders, van der Ven's got pace. Christian Romero is, wears his heart on his sleeve and is very aggressive. So the fact that he played, I mean, I would have liked him to fall outside the box, and played like a false nine. So the false nine could join into midfield and pack the midfield out, because Tottenham were always going to play a free in there, But the fact that Rasmus Højlund's playing, and as I said, Romero is going to be aggressive against him, and you've got Van der Ven's pace on the counter, really and truly, you're playing with 10 men, because Højlund's nullified, really, because he ain't really offering anything. Whereas if you play with a false nine, and that false nine drops into midfield and, helps the likes of Bruno and Casemiro in there to go over free, those defenders, centre-backs, would have no one to mark. So it gives them an issue, really, because if they're marking no one, they're kind of wasted there, But the fact that he's playing Højlund, as I said, is playing into Romero and to Van der Ven's hands, and as you can see, I mean, Højlund hasn't been, as bad as he has been, but he's been ineffective still. Whereas I think an extra midfielder in there playing as a false nine, imagine if Kobe was playing there, for instance. I think Kobe would go into midfield and help to overrun Tottenham's midfield, But again, the manager, he gets paid for these decisions. And at the moment, 1-0 down and his job's on the line. So, yeah, madness. Passenger says, losing the final to Tottenham will be permanent banter for lifetime. You know what? Yeah, yes and no. Because, I mean, it could be banter that Tottenham haven't won a trophy for 17 years until now. But it will, I think for the fan bases, it'll be banter because obviously people will be saying you gave Tottenham their first trophy in 17 years. But you know, the funny thing is for me is I'm more just I want this season to be done with. You know, I want United to win a trophy more because I'm used to Man United winning trophies, but do I think Man United deserve to win a trophy this season? Hell no. Hell no. You know, even this run up into the Europa League final, you know, they've been lucky. As I said before, you look at the last 3 games they've played, you know, in the Europa League. They played against Real Sociedad, who were down to 10 men. Then they played against Lyon, who were down to 10 men, and Lyon were going through in the tie. But the manager took off Ryan Cherky, who was their outlet. And then Casemiro come up clutch as well, you would say. But I think if Tolisso doesn't get sent off for Lyon, Man United are already out of this tournament. That's the truth, because I don't think Lyon concede those goals they did. And then you look at Athletic Bilbao. Again, the first leg, you know, they get a man sent off. And they were always chasing the game, really, you know. Because I think if Bilbao didn't get no one sent off, you know, if United won the game, you're looking at 1-0. But I think Bilbao would have at least put up a better fight. But they were always up against it, you know, being 3-0 down at home in the first leg, and then second leg, you know, you're kind of expecting them to not really do much. Again, missing their 3 of their best players as well. So, but yeah, and obviously they're playing up against a Premiership opponent in Tottenham, who can match their intensity as well. And as I said, man, it's you know, United. Do I think United deserve to win a trophy this season? No. They've been one of the poorest teams in the Premiership this season, and in the Europa, they've just been fortunate. But it seems like now they're meeting their kryptonite, you would say, in Tottenham. But we'll have to wait and see for the second half, because I think Amorim has to make some changes. And we'll see what he's got, because he's got 45 minutes to save his job, in my opinion. So, yeah, not good. Yeah, the semi-final second leg was convincing, but if we remember, a player at Bilbao went 1-0 up. Remember, but Bilbao for me were never really winning that game, because again they were missing 3 of their best players. Two players that have ridiculous pace as well, which probably would have helped in that second leg. They were missing their top goal scorer in Oyan Sanset, and again away from home, always chasing the game. So yeah, they had everything against them. So I expected United to go through, but yeah, I think the subs is what done it for United, because Bilbao were on top as well in that second leg. But they still, I think if it was 0-0 going into the second leg, then Bilbao would have fancied their chances. But to be 3-0 down away from home and missing 3 key players, it's difficult. You know what I mean? So Passenger says, need Ugarte and Miner to control the game. Hell no. You don't need Ugarte. Passenger, big up yourself, man. But you don't need Ugarte to control any game. Ugarte is not a controller. Ugarte is someone that puts out fires. And the problem is with Ugarte is that the fact that United are 1-0 down now, he's the last person you bring on, because Man United need to create something, and he's not a creator, you know. So he'd have been more useful if United were 1-0 up, and then he can just put out the fires. But if you need someone to control the game or to have an impact, this is where Kobe Minu comes into it, you know. But again, who are they going to take off for Kobe Minu? This is the problem. But Ugarte is not someone you bring on to control the game. He's far from that. That's the whole reason why PSG got rid of him, because in possession, he was shocking, you know. But big up yourself anyway. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Gav goes in And again, make sure you smash that like button. And guys, give me your chat, man. What do we reckon for this second half? Because Ruben Amorim has 45 minutes, guys, to save his job. You know, to save his job. I think in terms of the performances, who do I think's played well for Man United? I think Ahmad's looked bright. I think Casemiro's look good as well when he's had the ball. I think Ahmad and Casemiro for me have been the two shining lights, really. I think Mazraoui's been okay. Lenny Yoro's been okay. I think the whole defense have been okay. I don't think they've been tested that much, even only from the crosses that that Pedro Porro's been putting in. You know, that I think Richarlison put one in as well. I think Richarlison might have been put the one in for the goal, actually. Again, Højlund's been non-existent. You know, Bruno's been pretty poor. You know, I think Bruno's losing his head because he's getting pressed as well. Patrick Dorgu hasn't really done too much. Mason Mount, again, has been non-existent. So, yeah, it's just been really a performances of nothing, really, from the whole team, I would say. And in terms of Tottenham, I think their defense has been pretty comfortable. I think Udogie's having a tough time out there against Ahmad. I think that's a good little battle, but I think he's holding his own at times. Porro, his delivery's been, I think, apart from one free kick, his delivery's been decent, been very good. I think the midfield three of Bentancur, Basuma, and Papa Sarr, I think they're offering just exactly what I knew they would offer. Energy, tenacity, and in Basuma, you've got someone that's very comfortable on the ball, you know. And then you look at the front three. Johnson got his goal, you know, hasn't really been in the game that much, you know, but has got pace as well. Solanke's been in and out of the game, and the same with Richarlison. So, yeah, not really much to write home about in terms of chances, you know, in terms of performance. But as I said, Tottenham 1-0 up, and you probably say, you know, they might just deserve that. I think, you know, United have been more dominant, not dominant, but they've been more on the front foot. But yeah, Tottenham, I'd say, probably just deserve that, you know. And as I said, second half's going to start now in a minute, and I want to see what changes Amorim makes because he's under serious pressure. I think he has to make some changes personally, Amorim. Cass looks focused. Guys, second half going to start. 45 minutes, guys. The next goal is going to be crucial. Crucial next goal. Oh, so they gave it to Brennan Johnson in the end. It wasn't an own goal. Here we go. You know what I mean? Brennan Johnson, yeah. The things with this manager, I want to see what minute he makes these subs as well, because if I'm honest with you, he needs to be making the subs within the next 5-10 minutes. If we're honest. Yeah, listen, it is crucial. It is crucial. They need to be making a sub within the next 5-10 minutes, I would say. Ahmad. Unlucky. DXR, you're reading my mind. Listen, you see this manager, yeah? You see this manager? If this manager goes out tonight, if they lose tonight, Man United, yeah, this is going to be one of the biggest things that he needs to answer for, because the sign of a good manager, if things are not going right, you have to change things up. So whether that's changing the formation, as you said, go all out attack, or just putting another striker up there, this is what's going to be asked questions of if he doesn't do this. So I'm just watching very carefully to see when he makes his subs and who he brings on, because as I said, yeah, Højlund's getting roughed up, yeah. Now I know Xerxes on the bench. If Xerxes on the bench, I'm assuming he's going to be. He's going to be at least fit enough to come on. So I want to see what he does. Because 4-3-3 is the way United should be playing. 4-2-3-1. This manager's hell-bent on playing this formation, so he's going to live and die by this formation. So we're going to see what happens. Yeah, listen, bro, I'm fed up as well, man. I'm fed up. But this manager, as I say, he's got this second half to try and convince, to try and show. Romero and Maguire. Romero, man, funny. Yeah, so listen. The decline of United needs to be studied. Don't worry, man. We're gonna study it straight after if we don't get a positive result. Yeah, listen, Moussa Dembele, what a player. If anyone remembers Moussa Dembele for Tottenham, yeah, Moussa Dembele is to be at Fulham, yeah, and AZ Alkmaar as well in Holland. And Dembele used to be a striker. And when I watched him, I thought, yeah, he's got too much quality to be a striker. And obviously, when he went to Tottenham, when he went to Fulham, obviously he still played as a striker. I'm not sure if he transitioned more deeper at Fulham, but at Tottenham, I mean, he was unbelievable, man. Like ball carrier, you know, strong as anything. He was a top player, man. Moussa Dembele. And the thing with Dembele as well is that he wasn't really respected, I don't think, to the level that he should have been. Because I think he was that good. You know, he could have played for any team in the world. He was that good. What a player, man. Oh, listen, DXR, that's easy. That's easy. After Ferguson, which manager was the most successful in your opinion? That's easy. Louis van Gaal. Louis van Gaal should never have been sacked because Louis van Gaal was building something. And not to mention, Louis van Gaal didn't have half as much money or the team that some of these managers have had, you know. And people were saying they were impatient. Van Gaal's football was boring. It was 1-0. If anyone remembers the performance that Man United put in against Liverpool away from home under Van Gaal, I think it's when Juan Mata. No, was Juan Mata there? I think Rooney might have. I think Rooney might have scored. I can't remember. But Van Gaal was and is the best manager since Ferguson's retired. And the fact that they got rid of him is a disgrace because Mourinho was available, you know, which never should have been the case, you know. But yeah, 100%, man. Louis van Gaal, you know, he had the under 23s playing the same way as the first team. Look at the amount of debuts he was giving to the younger players as well. And these guys weren't great players, but it was the coaching. To think now that Van Gaal was let go or sacked, which was a joke. They bring in Mourinho, as we know. Mourinho's not someone that improves players. He needs the ready-made players. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was an absolute joke, you know, comedy. And Ralph Rangnick, I don't really count because Ralph Rangnick should have been upstairs and has massive pedigree in football. And Eric Ten Hag was an embarrassment. And this manager's even worse. So, yeah, I mean, the whole thing's just been an absolute shambles since Van Gaal was gone. Let's be honest, you know. So, Shams, I used to hate Rashford playing against Liverpool. Yeah, Rashford used to give Trent problems, you know. But yeah, Rashford. The thing is, guys, as I said, the only players I'm keeping from this Man United team, if we're being serious, is Lenny Yoro, Matthias de Ligt. I don't count Dorgu because Dorgu's young and he's just come, so he's a bit separate. But from the regular playing squad is de Ligt, Yoro, Kobe Mainu, and Ahmad. Oh, Ahmad and Xerxes. They're the only ones I keep. Mazraoui, sorry. Yeah, so Lenny Yoro, Mazraoui, de Ligt, Kobe, Ahmad, Xerxes. They're the only players I keep from Man United. If we're being honest, you know, if Man United want to build a serious team for the future, again, I know you can't get rid of everyone, but they're the only players that I would say are indispensable for me. You know. Yeah, he's got to change something now because Tottenham just look too comfortable. They're not getting through. They're too organised for this. Ollie at the wall. Yeah, listen. Yeah, enough of that. Played Mazraoui. Unlucky. I get cut out though. They're defending well, Tottenham. Very well. And the thing is as well now is that Tottenham are going to sit in the low block, yeah? Man United haven't got the quality to open them up. This is the problem. Because Bruno's just going to hoof the ball. Give it away. See, look, he's looking around at other players now to blame. You see what I mean? This is what I mean about Bruno Fernandes. That ain't no leader. If you check what he does, when he gives the ball away, or loses it, he start blaming other players, saying, "Where was you?" Like it's ridiculous. Played Ahmad. Slipped. Ref, well done. Ref, well done. Referee, well done. He bought that. He tried to dive. Referee, well done. Yeah, listen, Sham. I listen. I said that before the game. I said their pairing of Van der Ven and Christian Romero. I said that pairing is gonna be too much for Rasmus Højlund. I'm telling you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I've been saying. Because Van der Ven's there, Tottenham could afford to play high up the pitch. Because Van der Ven's arguably the quickest defender in the league. See, look at what Basuma's doing. Basuma's just pressuring Bruno. No, Basuma's doing a good job. So yeah, they can play a high line because of Van der Ven's pace. You know, but if Van der Ven wasn't playing, there's no way they'll be playing a high line. No way. Nah, not really. Not really. I mean, that's not a chance, really. Let's be honest. It's going to the keeper, and Lenny Yoro just had to just get a foot. Yeah, that's not a chance, man. What they count for chances these days are a joke, man. Let's be honest. So look, guys, Bruno Fernandes, you can see what he's resorted to now. Long ball. You know, in times like this, you need someone that gets their foot on the ball and is patient. You know what I mean? Work the chance, not just keep spamming the ball now because it's too obvious. Done well then, man. He done well. He done well then, to be fair. He done well there, to be fair, man. Keep his balance. It was poor. Yeah, bro. Listen, me and you both, man. Three at the back. I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say I hate it. I don't mind it, but it's not my preferred formation to play. I'll be honest. You know, I just hope Ineos's philosophy isn't three at the back. I don't think it is. I just think they identified this manager, and unfortunately, this manager plays three at the back. But I don't believe that their philosophy is to play three at the back for the foreseeable. I don't see it. Yeah, bro. Look, listen. Yeah, we grew up on the 4-4-2 era. I mean, I don't really like 4-4-2. There is I'm as I say, I like 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. You know what I mean? But for me, there's a time and place to play 4-4-2, especially if you're chasing the game. Yeah, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. They're the ones that I like personally, you know. I think it gives more variety. Ahmad. Ah! Oh, fucking hell, good play. Fucking hell, Dorgu. Poor touch. Poor touch, Dorgu. I mean, Solanke. See, I told you, look, Romero's roughing up Hoyland, man. You can't be having that. 4-4-1-1. Yeah, that's like a 4-4-2, but just instead of having two strikers up there, it's like a number 10 that just drops in behind. Play Euro. Done well there. Done very well. Richarlison done very well there. Amorim sweating bullets, mate, screaming in. Listen, he should be as well because I, guys, it's 65 minutes in, yeah, and he's not even made a change yet. I'm sorry, man, but he needs to make some changes. Richarlison's going off. Sun's coming on. Hoyland's chasing shadows out there, boy. Play Dorgu. Go on, Ahmed. Great clearance, Gwen. You see what happened there? Yeah, his own. Yeah, the keeper collided with his own defender, with his own. Yeah, with Solanke. Van der Ven. Where he landed as well. Oh, Xerxes actually coming on. Hey, Xerxes. He's getting pressed. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, Garnacho, boy. Well, let's see, innit? Let's see. Me personally, I would have made changes, you know, about 5 or 10 minutes into the good play, unlucky. I'd have made changes 5 or 10 minutes into the second half, personally. But Ahmad. So the thing is, this manager, guys, yeah, He's just doing like for like. You know, as poor as Hoyland has been, yeah. Why doesn't he just change? Why not go two up top and try and give Tottenham something to think about? He's just doing like for like. Hoyland, yeah. Listen, sell him. That should be top of the list. Getting rid of that. So Xerxes on. Garnacho's on. Let's see. Thing is, Xerxes not going to be match fit as well, but he's got the quality, man. So hopefully they can get the ball into his feet. Played Xerxes. See that straight away. Go. You see Xerxes touch straight away, guys. You see the quality from Xerxes straight away. You see what I mean? Look at the first touch. That's what he does. Well, we'll have to wait and see, man, Killer. We'll have to wait and see. But what I'm trying to tell you now, you see Xerxes touch? Quality. First time into him, lays it off. Fashioned out a chance already. Just because of that layoff. I'm well there. You know what? I can see Tottenham putting on Jed Spence. You know, I think Jed Spence. If they put on Jed Spence, could be a smart because he's good one-on-one. It's getting tense now, guys. It's getting very tense. Play Dorgu. happened there? Yeah, listen. Just imagine him had Rashford. Yeah, listen. Let's stop talking about that because this manager's only got himself to blame. Yeah, do you know what? At first I thought the referee going to make a decision, but you can see there wasn't really nothing in it, and plus it was outside the box anyway. Yeah, so yeah, I knew they were going to put on a defender, some with a bit more pace. A difference. What difference? He just had one shot. What do you mean made a difference? So I mean the standards are that low. He's just come on, had a good shot, but he's made a difference. Like, come on, man. I think they might take off another midfielder probably. Oh, Brent Johnson, yeah. Clever. So Pedro Porro Pedro Porro will go as a right midfielder. Then Danso will go right back just to shore up because they'll put him up against Garnacho to deal with the pace and energy. Oh, they're gone back. I've gone to a back three now. Yeah, okay. So they're matching them for formation now. Yeah, they've gone to a back three now. And they've matched their formation. Everybody has a defensive job down the Tottenham Hotspur. We're a bit more than 10 minutes away from glory. Thing is, can United break them down? That's the problem. They've gone to a back three now. Extra bit of pace at the back as well. They defended well, to be fair, Tottenham. Defending well. And well, Solanke. Oi! Great defending, Mazraoui. Guys, 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Fuck, you know. Son's been pretty poor since he's come on, to be fair. Dallow's going on. I reckon he takes off Lenny Yoro and puts Mazraoui right side centre back, and then puts Dallow as the right wing back. So I think I don't know if Yoro can last the full game. Ah! Unlucky, Ahmed. Come on. Mazraoui's gone off. Okay, I thought it might be Yoro. So Yoro's going to play the full 90 then. Mazraoui looks dead out on his feet, man. Guys, 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. Oh, good ball. Offside. Oh no, free kick. Guys, what do you think of this performance so far from United? What do you think of this performance? It's been the same old shit, really, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's a poor header from Udoji. Go on, Xerxes. Go on, Xerxes. Ah! Unlucky. Sham, listen. Guys, the discipline's gone now. Discipline's gone now. Discipline's gone now. You're giving Kobe 2 minutes. Is this manager serious? He's giving Kobe 2 minutes. He's giving Kobe Manu 2 minutes. Do you know what? If I'm Kobe Manu, he's giving Kobe Manu 2 minutes. I told you Jess Spencer, come on. 2 fucking minutes. This manager serious. It's been shit, this game. He's giving Kobe 2 minutes. Pity minutes. So Romero has never lost a final. 4 out of 4 all with Argentina. Now he's about to win another final. The same with Casemiro. Casemiro's never lost a final with Man United either. So he's giving Kobe Manu pity minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Let me see how much stoppage time, because I can't believe this. Yeah, I said it, man. First team that scores is going to win the game. You know? How long left? Seven minutes stoppage time. Guys, 7 minutes stoppage time. Is this what Man United's resorted to? Is Harry Maguire? You know what I mean? Bro, listen, there's no mentally preparing, man. This manager's a fucking disgrace. Absolute fucking disgrace. I'm telling you. Guys, after the game, I'm gonna go for another 5-10 minutes, man, if United lose this game. And then tomorrow I'll be back, man. And then we can really get into this Ruben Amorim guy because why is this guy crying, man? What the fuck is this? This little boy crying, man. What is this rubbish? Guys, it's been a shit final. Yeah. Shit final. I don't know what to say, man. This is madness. Absolute madness. Oh, fuck off, Ali McCoy, man. See what I mean? This is the problem. What a ball. Like, see what I'm trying to say to you. These commentators are a fucking idiot. They're fucking idiots, these commentators. They're more interested in just bigging up certain players, man. It pisses me off, to be honest with you. Well, Lenny Euro, man. What are you shooting from there for? Fuck's sake, man. What are you shooting from there? Work the ball. Fuck's sake, man. I like Euro, man, but that's poor. Come on. Can't be doing that. Get this fucking guy at the club, man. Get him at the club. I've had enough. Get him at the club. Get this guy at the fucking club, man. I cannot believe this. Company, yeah. You know, man. One minute left, guys. Go on. Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Come on. Great touch, Ahmed. Fuck's sake, man. Where's Onana? Is he coming up? Full time.
Don't forget to do your player ratings. Tottenham won. Well done. I'm just gonna stand here and say, fair play, well done Tottenham. Shittest performance I've ever seen from a Man United side in the final. Absolutely do deserve that. You know, Ange has played a blinder there. Shite from Amorim.
Get this fucking manager out of the club now. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Listen, guys, big up each and every one of you for coming on and doing the full stream, guys. As I said, really appreciate this. As I said, you guys have been there with me for 2 hours and 13 minutes, guys. So as I said, big up to each and every one of you. What a fucking disgrace of a season. What an absolute disgrace. You know what? Big up to Ange Postecoglou. Big up Ange Postecoglou. You know, the guy said he wins a trophy in his second season. You know, he's been vilified this season by this clueless media in this country, by these pundits. And you know what? Ange Postecoglou, big up yourself, man. They've won the trophy, 17 years in the making. Yeah. Ruben Amorim, get this guy out the fucking club. What an absolute disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. I've never known a season like this. Get this guy gone. I don't want to hear no one tell me, yeah, that Ruben Amorim deserves his players. He deserves the summer. I've been saying this all season, like many others. This manager is fucking shit. What a disgrace of a season. 16th, guys, in the league. 16th in the league. Losing the Europa League final. First loss in the Europa League this season. And guys, as I said, when they were down to 10 men, these other teams, I said, you know, let's not get carried away. They've played up against an opposition that can match them for intensity, and they get beat. One of the worst performances from a Man United team I've ever seen in general, and in the final, It was fucking shit. Absolutely shocking. Big up Exedra. Big up Roy and Campbell. Amorim out. Listen, I'll let you have your... Well, listen, you can't be happy because Tottenham are won. So, Roy, you can be mocking it all you want, man. But as I said, what do you mean, how are we going to lose to Spurs? Listen, Spurs have won a trophy, Arsenal haven't. So that's what you need to be focusing on. So look, United in the mud, Arsenal in the mud. Ange Postecoglou, big up yourself. Big up yourself. But Man United have a lot of work to do. And the first thing I want to see is this manager gone. I want to see this manager gone. There is no way this manager... there is no way this manager is in charge next season. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. You cannot be 16th in the league, you know, perform like that and win no trophy. I'm sorry, he has to fucking go, man. Get him out. Get him the fuck out the club. As DXR says, listen, if Man United don't sack him now, kiss goodbye to glory forever. Listen, bro, it's bigger than that, man. I want this manager gone. Take Bruno with you. Take Garnacho, Rasmus, Luke Shaw, Mount. All the players that this fan base, this deluded fan base, seems to think are good players. Manuel Ugarte, you know, take them with you and fuck off, man. What a disgrace of a season, you know. This manager, as I said, guys, yeah, this manager has played 3-4-2-1 for the majority of the season. In the final, you would have actually thought that he would have actually changed something because they were a goal behind. Yeah, he does the same old shit. You know, the substitutions are obvious. You know, he took Rasmus Højlund's crap. We know that. Yeah, but why not bring Xerxes on and play Højlund with Xerxes? Go two up top. You know, you're giving Kobbie Mainoo 2 minutes of normal time. It actually went to literally 7 minutes in the end because when he came on, there was no time in normal time for him to get any minutes. Yeah, so you're bringing him on, he gets 7 minutes. Absolute disgrace, this manager. If I'm Kobbie Mainoo, I'm questioning my future at this club because under this manager, he ain't going nowhere. So, guys, listen, I ain't going to waste any more of your time. You know, as I said, big up. Look, Kobbie's in there fucking disillusioned, you know, and you can see why. Guys, I ain't going to waste much more of your time because, as I said, you guys have been there with me for 2 hours and 18 minutes. And as I said, big up yourselves each and every time, man. But, yeah, we're going to get into it tomorrow, guys, because, as I said, I just don't want to talk, man, because I'm fed up of this season. I'm fed up of this manager. And big up to Tottenham, man, each and for winning the Europa League trophy. But guys, I'm going to be back on tomorrow. As I said, big up yourselves for coming on each and every time. And sack this fucking manager, guys. Sack this manager. Big up yourselves, guys, each and every time. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.